2023, Case the Producer for Brian and Kinsey, a case for Riot Fest. And I'm here with some lovely, lovely gentlemen from Braid. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Bob.
And my name is Chris.
Right on. Well, it's a pleasure to talk to you guys. Should I say welcome back home? Do you guys claim Chicago as home? Do you guys claim Champaign as home? I know some bands get real territorial. Where do you guys stand in this great divide?
We started in Champaign for sure, but I feel like we all sort of, well, we've all lived in Chicago.
Yeah.
So at some point, that's not true, but yeah, I think we would consider, because it's sort of right in the middle, it's where we would say home is.
Do you guys feel, as a Champaign band in the 90s, we'll give you that territory at the very least, was there a different vibe between, you guys and the Cap'n Jazz and the American Footballs of the world compared to the more Chicago proper bands, a Smoking Popes or Red Red Meat? Was there a different vibe there?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Those bands all sort of came before us, right? Smoking Popes and all those bands, they were kind of around when we were just kind of starting high school, right? Me and Bob.
Yeah.
And we kind of were of that, probably that second wave of that Chicago. We're ilked from that, right?
Yeah, very much so.
For sure. Like we grew up listening to Smoking Popes and 8 Bark and all those bands. So it was part of the same scene, but this scene sort of, I don't know, for whatever reason, it sort of split off. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there was a lot of crossover. What do you think?
No, maybe Smoking Popes would be the one that's really lasted and, plays a lot of shows still. But yeah, I think in general we were kind of out on the younger side.
Did it almost feel like you guys were little brother? Just being, away from the big city?
No.
Okay. No, hey, that's good. I'm glad.
Not because we were in Champaign or anything. And that's not why there was a split either. I think the music we were doing was just different. The stuff that was happening before then was fundamentally a lot more punk rock, really. And we were more of the post-hardcore sort of vibe, right?
Very much so.
Right?
Yeah.
And speaking of the music, we're here celebrating 25 years of Frame and Canvas.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Of course. Let's talk about 25 years ago. Where were you guys at now? What were the things that were going on in your life compared to now? How much has changed in 25 years?
A lot has changed in
I would hope so.
years.
I would certainly hope so.
I mean, we were, at that point in time, we were touring nonstop. We went to Europe twice that year. We're just going full.
Europe twice a year. Ooh, that's tough.
It was very difficult.
Yeah.
Each tour was 6 weeks.
Oh no. You do a
And both
3-week
in the
European
winter.
tour, but oh god.
But yeah, I think we were going a little crazy and stuff,
Yeah.
and I think we're just, I don't know, taking life a little easier now that we're older and wiser and a little more considerate of each other.
Still looking remarkable, might I say, though. Very good looking band.
Thank you.
Here's the thing.
Case.
Braid walked by the media area earlier, and if you're listening to this on audio, unfortunately you can't see them, but the videos at Q101's YouTube channel, they walked by and I went, oh my God. Okay.
We're gorgeous.
You are. Easily the best looking band I've seen back here. Now, the problem is Turnstile's not back here. They have you beat. They have rock hard abs, all of them.
Well, we need to start working out.
They're younger, right?
They are younger.
I mean, 25 years ago, we all had rock hard.
Is that
abs.
right?
Yeah.
Not really.
Is there
Not like them.
Is there an insert in the 25th anniversary of Frame and Canvas that's just you guys shirtless and shredded?
No, thank goodness, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
What went into that process of reissuing the vinyl? Luckily, our friends at Polyvinyl sent me a copy. It is delightful. The remix is incredible. The remaster, if you will. Was that fun to go back and just sort of, re-enter that stage of your life?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was fun. I mean, I don't think it just sort of happened. Like, this is what's happening. We got this. It's 25 years since the release. Let's do a thing. And you want to tell the story?
Yeah, I mean, it was just Jay Robbins. Jay Robbins was our friend who recorded the record and produced the record, and it just so happened that Inner Ear, where we recorded the Frame and Canvas, was being sort of torn down and sold, and they were going to get rid of all their reels and stuff, and they contacted Jay and said, hey, we have some reels here. He saw the Frame and Canvas one, and he's like, wow, I'll contact them and see if they want to do a remix and a remaster. And it was just kind of coincidence that it was like the 25th anniversary.
As a joke, though, right? He was like, I found this reel of from your session. Maybe I should remix it. And Bob's like, you want to?
That's actually a good idea. Let's circle back to that.
I think it sort of got the ball rolling. And the 25-year anniversary was coming up, and so kind of made sense. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know much about the recording process of the record back then. Was it an easier recording compared to your prior albums? Or did you guys really stress over was there drama in the studio during this time?
No, it just had to happen really fast. So we recorded it and mixed it in, I believe, 5 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so all the records we did before that, we had sort of a lot of time to sort of mess around in the studio and stuff because we were doing it with our friends. But yeah, only had 5 days.
Is there a reason it was only 5 days?
That's all Polyvinyl could afford.
No.
I mean, to be
got me
blunt,
there.
To be frank, that's true, yeah.
So the first time I heard of you guys, I was looking at one of those, essential emo bands you should know list. And I'm curious, is that a term you guys are okay with? Are you okay being labeled an emo band?
Yeah, I think that however anyone feels like labeling us in that way, I mean, to help group it together with other like-minded bands, similar bands, because, people talk about emo and there are so many different types of music that you can even, that can be considered emo.
Yes.
So that's fine. I don't have a problem with it.
Was it something at the time when that record came out that you really wanted to be perceived in a certain way, whether it was, no, we're more of a post-hardcore band, you can call us whatever you like as long as you listen to the music?
Well, I think that's probably true, right? Call us whatever you like as long as you listen to the music, right?
Yeah.
At that time, though, emo had a different sort of meaning to us. It wasn't this post-2000, post-2010 style of emo.
Yes.
It was different.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, very much so.
Originally emo stood for those who don't know, emotional hardcore.
Yes.
Right? And so it was...
And then Ian MacKaye crossed his arms and went, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. All hardcore's emotional.
That's right. And the truth is...
I agree, yes.
I'm not going to... Whatever.
Yeah, we don't need to revisit that. But the truth is, everything's emotional, right? So
very much
back then it was sort of... We were on the harder edge of that emo, right?
This is going to be a very broad question. I'm just curious if anything specific jumps to mind, because you guys, playing where you did, playing the style of music you did at the time you did, every once in a while I'll run across an old Braid concert poster, and it'll be like Braid and Jawbreaker and let's say Cap and Jazz or American Football or whatever in a 200 cap room. Do you guys ever look back on shows and go, well, God, how did only 200 people see that on, maybe a good night? Are there any specific shows that jump out of we played with really big bands in a really small room?
I mean, I can think of two off the top of my head. At the drive-in and us at Fireside Bowl.
Okay, yeah.
The drive-in opened for us, and I will say, blew us off the stage. I did not want to get on stage after they played, I'll be totally honest. And then the other one was this weird festival in Chicago where Jimmy Eat World opened for us. And there were probably, not even kidding, 100 people there at most. Yeah.
And
that was before Jimmy Eat World, before Clarity and all that stuff, right? So.
Any specific memories of Fireside jump out? That seems to be...
Well, the drive-in was at Fireside.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That is... it is even before my time. I hate to say, not to age anybody here, it's a little before my time, but I do love the romantic way that venue has become talked about. It's a fun little almost parallel universe for me.
I mean, it was the greatest venue for all the bands that we knew, all the bands that came through, all the bands in Chicago, all the kids. Yeah, everybody could go to shows, and it was all ages. It was the greatest place on earth.
Every night, sometimes 2 shows a night. If you ever come across a schedule, an old schedule with a little post, you'd be like, I can't believe all Shellac played this day.
Yeah.
Braid plays this day, and Captain Jazz, and then American Football, and then everybody.
Yeah.
Smoking Popes, Hold Steady played there.
Yeah. Before you guys started playing shows,
I think My Chemical Romance played there.
There's a video of that online. Yeah, because My Chem at that point in their career was doing a cover of Jack the Ripper by Morrissey. You guys hold a distinct honor of maybe doing the best Smiths cover I've heard of this charming man. A bold song to cover. Not everybody should do it, but you guys did it, and it was fantastic. Do you remember why you did that?
I do. I really do. There was a show that happened every year in Champaign-Urbana where local bands would cover a full set of another band's songs.
Okay.
So one year we decided to do all Smith songs, and I think we were recording near around that time, so we're like, let's just record 2 of them. So we did that, Disarming Man and There's a Light That Never Goes Out.
Do you remember?
I think There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. That's my favorite version.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Do you guys remember what else was on that set? Did you guys do like more Smith songs?
We did Panic, Shoplifters of the World Unite,
Nice.
Ask,
Nice.
and
There might be an MP3 of that somewhere laying around too.
possibly.
Well, boy, would I hate for that to surface online.
I'll tell you what else. We did REM one year.
Okay, I need to know about the REM set now because these are.
We didn't record it though. We never.
And we
Well,
did
what
In
good are
Excess
you?
one year,
In
too.
excess.
Wow. All right.
Super fun.
That's fantastic. We need to bring that back.
Yeah, I think it was called the
They
Great
might still
Cover
do
Up.
it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Great. Well, you guys brought up openers a second ago. You were just on the road celebrating 25 years of Frame and Canvas, and you guys went on the road with one of my favorite bands, a band that everybody needs to learn more about, the Sweethearts in Signals Midwest. I don't have a question there. It's just, can we speak about how great they are for 1 second? Because they are the absolute best.
Yeah, really happy that they were able to do most of the shows because I love the band and I love them as people.
They're the
too.
nicest guys.
Super nice guys. And we did some shows with them back in like 2014, 2015 when we did our No Coast album. So they came on tour with us for that, and it just sort of made sense. And they were able to do the whole tour, including East Coast and out to the West. So that was cool. It was really nice. Yeah.
This is a message for everybody. I'm going to look into the camera right somewhere in here. Listen to Dent by Signals Midwest. It was my album of the year last year. It bothers me that more people don't know this band. Everybody, yes, point and shout. And if you haven't heard it, shame on you until you remedy that problem, and then it's no longer shame on you. Good band. All right. You guys, thank you so much.
That's the mic drop moment.
That's the mic drop. I can't follow up. I'm out of breath, first of all. I can't follow up with another question. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations on 25 years of Frame and Canvas.
Thank you.
And I'm going to let you guys go play music because you're just about to go play your set.
Can't wait.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.